Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. TrentIsMyAgent.com. Make sure you also check out the video tomorrow, which is the spring and summer 2026 outlook with an emphasis on the growing season, not only for area farmers with a variety of crops, but also for landscapers alike and anyone who has a lot of activities planned for the summer and spring season and how that may all unfold. Also take a very early look at next fall and next winter as some weather patterns appear to be evolving for that time period. So I've just about got it all finished. We'll show you that coming up tomorrow. Now we've got a few little showers and a little drizzle in the forecast for part of tomorrow or chunk of tomorrow. Generally, between about 5 a.m. and 5 p.m., we'll have at least a few scattered showers first, and then a few bits of sprinkles, showers, and drizzle, kind of spotty around the area for the rest of the day. Again, the best coverage of any of that rainfall would be 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., coverage peaking at about 35%. Then much more in the way of widespread, heavier rainfall coming in by Thursday, and especially Thursday night, even if you embedded thunderstorms, and kind of a second wave of rain comes in Friday night and into very early Saturday. Then it gets a little cooler. The thing is, we're going to have to, again, wait till after that, around midpoint and after of January before it really gets cold around here, and still looks like a couple shots of briefly intensely cold air, a little snow, a little ice can't be ruled out either. That could be quite impactful for the area. Today, just high thin cirrus clouds, a lot of sunshine today. That felt really good outside after so many overcast days since November. 80% of our days have been cloudy to mostly cloudy since mid-November. So today's nice. Look at that. There's Highway 114 and I-65 and Highway 18 and I-65 with some of the high clouds around, with a mild 48 at the Purdue Airport. It's 50 Attica, 52 Cayuga, mid-40s Logansport to Galveston, Grissom up to Peru, and we're hanging out at 43 at Winnemac. So we cloud up tonight. Temperatures will fall, then rise overnight. We hit our high tomorrow, generally late morning to very early afternoon. Then temperatures actually start to fall tomorrow afternoon as the wind turns to the west and northwest. And we can see a few of those little showers coming in tomorrow morning, and then a few bits of spits of showers or drizzle behind it with a lot of low clouds in the area. Then we watch the first wave, main wave of rainfall comes in Thursday night. A couple thunderstorms cannot be ruled out, and then just some showers and drizzle early on Friday morning. But this is going to be some nice soaking rain that comes in, not only from the first wave, but a second wave of rain develops. This comes up from the south and the southwest. You can see right here, it's a little showery, and then a little more solid rain comes in with time on Friday, especially Friday night and into very early Saturday morning. And then it's colder and windy on Saturday afternoon. But look at the rainfall total. So here's our forecast area. I included Illinois here for comparison too. A very large area of more than 1 inch of rainfall. For us, it is safe to say the entire forecast area will have more than a ½ inch of rain, and there are going to be multiple areas that see more than 1.25 inches of rainfall out of this. So good soaker, not only forecast area wide here, but also here right through Illinois and parts of the Midwest. And there'll be some +2 inch amounts here in Missouri and also south of our area down towards the southern part of the state. And that is where the severe weather risk is going to be. This is analog data showing us really the best shot of slight risk for severe. And you can see it's far southern Indiana all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Now we will wait and see if we can get marginal risk up into our area. Right now it doesn't look to be the case because it doesn't look unstable enough. The cold pocket aloft that would tend to support a little more in the way of storm action will kind of linger behind where we are and where our warmer air is. Down here, the shear and the forcing is going to be better, and it's going to be a little more unstable. So that's why the severe weather risk, likely slight risk, is down here. We'll still keep an eye on it. We'll wait and see if we can just get a little bit of buoyancy just enough to give us a marginal risk for severe. Already Storm Prediction Center has about Evansville, Indiana, down to nearly the Gulf Coast. That is slight risk for severe weather later on in the week, and that's a 2 out of 5 on the scale. We'll see if we can get a 1 out of 5 on the scale up into our area again, if we can get that buoyancy. So that said, nearing mid-January, we got to watch Clipper and then a storm down here. They may merge here in parts of the panhandle of Texas. We've got to watch that because there's bitterly cold air that's going to be coming in from the northwest right here. And as that cold air comes in, the storm may phase here and move up our way. That could bring snow. We'll have to keep an eye on that just after that midpoint of January. And we can really see that cold right there knifing southeastward into our area, and widespread cold. It may be relatively brief, but it's going to be widespread, and it's going to be pretty intense for our area, with some numbers, some parts of the area dropping below 0 for actual air temperatures. And then the end of January to early February, very similar chunk of colder air comes back into the area, but you'll notice it's warm between the 2 rounds of cold. So we're going to have a random January thaw between 2 surges of intensely cold air. And it's that second surge of colder air coming in just ahead of that second surge of colder air, where temperatures may rise briefly into the 50s. And after the first surge, you're going to have a lot of ice on stream. So the ice jam risk will be there during and just before that time. And into January, early February, we got to watch for a situation like this. We may see another phasing here, or just one storm form here. May bring some snow, maybe a little ice to the area. So for tonight, we're down into the 30s, but temperatures rising. In fact, we're 47 at 8 o'clock in the morning, a high of 52 near noon, then falling, mid-40s at 3, 41 at 7. So kids, the recess at noon or at 11 will feel warmer than when you come out of school at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. In fact, it'll be cooler at 3 and 4 o'clock than what it's going to be at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Not a huge amount, but it'll be a little bit cooler. And the wind will kick up, gusts 28 to 37. A few little showers and drizzle around, and even a few little bits here and there, 3 and then right through 7 p.m. with highs varying from 45 to 56, northeast to southwest. The thing is, these numbers will fall from 38 to 45 over the area by late afternoon. On Wednesday, 34 in the morning, cooler with 45 for a high. A lot of low clouds around, some breaks here and there, especially over our southwestern counties, and a rather brisk west wind that will be blowing. 44 Remington, 45 Lafayette, 48 down towards Covington, 46 Lebanon, 44 Flora, 45 Delphi, and you'll notice 33 below 0, the all-time record low for Greater Lafayette, with records back to 1864, set in 1887. And not only is that the all-time record low for that date and year, but the all-time highest air pressure reading on record for Greater Lafayette at 1052 millibar is on the same date. So very strong Arctic high and a deep snowpack on that date back in 1887, 33 below. All right, there's your extended forecast. 58 Thursday, after 38 then rising on Wednesday night. There's all that rain though coming in the afternoon and into the evening, even a couple thunderstorms. Warm on Thursday night in the 50s, 59 Friday. Rain decreasing during the day, even a little thunder during the morning to midday. Some rain Saturday morning, then becoming isolated. 50, but falling. By afternoon, we're going to be in the upper 30s with a howling northwest wind. Windy, couple flurries Sunday with 35, 36 on Monday. And then after 40 to the 40s, a week from Tuesday and Wednesday, watch out for much colder weather and the risk of some accumulating snowfall late next week.